Your mind is a gold mine. You better use it, use it. Your mind is a gold mine. You better use it, use it. Your mind is a gold mine.
This introduces you to the program Gold Mine of Your Mind. This program educates you on how to succeed in business regardless of your background, the size of your capital, or the level of your education. This program is not just for business owners or aspiring entrepreneurs, but the lesson you learn here could be applied successfully to your daily challenges in all areas of life. I also have the pleasure of introducing the speaker, Mr. Ayo Benson Olariwaju, a trained chartered accountant, a member of ICANN for decades now, and a fellow of ACCA. He also has an MBA from Oxford in United Kingdom. A great business mind and yet very practical enough to help small to medium-sized businesses. He has helped many businesses through consultancy and advice in UK and has set time aside to teach the Nigerian community about how to succeed in business. We now welcome Ayo as he loves to be addressed.
I welcome you once again to our program, which you are now very familiar with. You will only get the full picture of this topic by listening to last week's episode, which you may find on our facebook.com/manasters or on YouTube. I told you how Tajin, John Legend's wife, captured the affection of the most sought-after bachelor of the time. The method she used was discussed and the lessons in negotiation to derive from it. It will be reiterated today.
Stay tuned. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Goods landing from the United Kingdom, US, and Europe.
Oh no! Oh my Lord!
Who else wants to buy original products from UK and US? Save yourself from the dangers of fake products at manastores.com. We'll help you buy original products directly from reputable stores like Amazon, eBay, Zara, Macy's, among others, and deliver to you anywhere in Nigeria. Get machinery, computers, designer goods, clothes through Manastores at affordable prices. Call Manastores now on 081 55707 and 0807 900 7000 or visit www.manastores.com. Manastores, get good value.
I also started telling you about the story of the method we applied to buy our office property in London at a bargain. The story, which I'm going to pick up from where we go to take a look at the property last week. So we go there to look, and it is owned by this research company. So I asked them why they want to sell. Remember my tips, one of my tips about asking questions of your buyer or seller. I told you at the time, the person asking question is actually in charge. Not only that, you need to find out valuable information from your prospect. So, the answer given me is like handing me a blank check. They said they've just completed another bigger property outside London to cater for their expansion, and they want to sell before moving to reduce their mortgage. Looking around, I see that there are a lot of boxes in place ready to be moved to the new location. This tells me straight away that they are tight for time. Useful information. As a buyer, you have to be aware that the seller is constantly measuring you and moving for the kill. I cannot emphasize this fact enough. Please write it down if you have to. Time is almost always the seller's enemy, not yours. The longer you take, the longer you have the use of your own money, and the more likely those terms are likely to improve. And the more likely those terms are to improve. Have you heard buy now before? Of course. If you don't, they are going to have to give you a better deal. So, the price of the property was £1.3 million. A quick look will tell you that they are about right considering the location, the size of the property, and possible increase in value in the next few years. So I sent an offer of £800,000 to them, and not unexpected, they flatly refused. So you think that's the end of the story? I kind of knew it wasn't. So we keep looking for alternatives and keep that in view because I really like the property, but I refuse to call. I don't even call my own agents. Sometimes those agents, they work for both sellers and buyers and make money both ways. Anyway, that's a different story on its own. So after 3 weeks, no words from them. So I thought what to do. I send them a clone. I will explain what a clone is. If you are buying a big ticket item, if you are at a deadlock, you can send someone.
Stay tuned. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Hey, what's all this excitement about?
Hey, when you hear this, you'll be excited too.
Okay, then tell me.
It's Manor Stores, the procurement and logistic giant that brings goods from UK and US for businesses and individuals, has now launched a new website, www.manorstores.ng, after 4 years of delivering smiles.
Really?
Yes, my friend, don't run with the crowd. Stand out with original fashionable bags, shoes, perfumes, watches, accessories, and much more. Free delivery within inner city Lagos and a token fee charge outside Lagos. Get 1,000 naira off your first order when you register. If you weren't pleased with your order, please return within 90 days for a refund. Wholesalers and retailers wanted for all our products. Our friendly customer service team are waiting to put a smile on your face today. Please call 081 55 707 777 or 080 7900 7000 or visit our website www.manorstores.ng.
Manor Stores, your happiness, our passion.
You can send someone not directly linked to you to go and offer a price below yours and write a check on the spot for this amount. That way, you will know how much lower they are prepared to go. So my clone offer them £750,000 and it sends them an offer as well. The next day, I got a call from them asking us to increase our offer for the deal. Of course, I increased it to £860,000 and we signed the deal and job done. Well, why go through all that trouble? Okay, I'll tell you. A novice will have paid £1.3 million for the property. It's actually worth that much if not for the poor housing market situation at the time. So if you do the math, the trouble is worth £440,000 on a single transaction. And this will even blow your mind. The value of the property right now is about 2.5 million and it is rising as new developments are now going on around the area. It is now being branded the Silicon Valley of London, as tech companies are now using the area as their base. So in business, you will do well if your negotiation skill is up to the scratch, because apart from your core business, you will win in other key areas where negotiation is critical. Let me quickly go through with you the lessons from the two stories. 1. Scarcity improves the perceived value of an item. In the case of Taijin, the wife of John Legend, it helps her get one of the most sought-after bachelor in the world at the time. No bigger price. And she applies only one rule, the rule of scarcity. Imagine yourself as John Legend. You can get any woman you want in the world, or by the way, every step you take, there are women throwing themselves at you. Would you then pick any of those so easily available? Probably not. Then someone comes around, shows interest and disappears for 1 whole year. When next you see her, she will be worth more than gold. It's simple psychology, but most people haven't got the tenacity to see it through. So you are unlikely going to forget the lesson? So use it. In your negotiation, always remember the scarcity increases the value of whatever you sell, goods or services. Big companies play this game with us all the time, but we just don't recognize it. Have you ever seen the queue in Europe and US, indeed all over the world, for Apple's products when they're launched? The perceived value of the product skyrockets as a result, and they can charge any price they want. Another interesting observation of mine is that some restaurants in UK and US will not let you in except you have booked in advance. That's creating scarcity, and the perceived value of dining in such restaurants goes up. Not because of the quality of their food, they are usually decent though, or the service, but it is a business model based on the scarcity sensibility. How do you use this in direct negotiation? If you are very keen about a transaction and you show it, you will probably pay a lot more than you should. When in negotiation, you may use reverse psychology. If you are the buyer, always have alternative and let your seller know that either directly or indirectly, don't be too direct about it, because your seller may also be aware that you're putting alternatives about to his face for effect, and that way it's not gonna be effective. Have you gone to view a property and there are 3 or 4 other people viewing it at the same time with you? They are indirectly creating a scarcity. The agent, it's a method. They are not there by accident.
Stay tuned. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Hey, what's all this excitement about?
Hey, when you hear this, you'll be excited too.
Okay then, tell me.
It's Manor Stores, the procurement and logistic giant that brings goods from UK and US for businesses and individuals, has now launched a new website, www.manorstores.ng, after 4 years of delivering smiles.
Really?
Yes, my friend, don't run with the crowd. Stand out with original fashionable bags, shoes, perfumes, watches, accessories, and much more. Free delivery within inner city Lagos and a token fee charge outside Lagos. Get 1,000 naira off your first order when you register. If you weren't pleased with your order, please return within 90 days for a refund. Wholesalers and retailers wanted for all our products. Our friendly customer service team are waiting to put a smile on your face today. Please call 081 55 707 777 or 080 7900 7000 or visit our website www.manorstores.ng.
Manor Stores, your happiness, our passion.
And don't be surprised if some of them are cloned, as I already described to you earlier. So wise up. Another lesson to remember is that time is the seller's enemy. So be patient. It will pay off. Then of course, once in a while, you may lose out on a transaction because there is no certainty in this world. But are cloned, as I already described to you earlier. So wise up. Another lesson to remember is that time is the seller's enemy. So be patient. It will pay off. Then of course, once in a while, you may lose out on a transaction because there is no certainty in this world. So wise up. Another lesson to remember is that time is the seller's enemy. So be patient. It will pay off. Then of course, once in a while, you may lose out on a transaction because there is no certainty in this world. Some of them are cloned, as I already described to you earlier. So wise up. Another lesson to remember is that time is the seller's enemy. So be patient. It will pay off. Then of course, once in a while, you may lose out on a transaction because there is no certainty. There is no certainty in this world. Some of them are cloned, as I already described to you earlier. So wise up. Another lesson to remember is that time is the seller's enemy. So be patient. It will pay off. Then of course, once in a while, you may lose out on a transaction because there is no certainty in this. If some of them are cloned, as I already described to you earlier. So wise up. Another lesson